Here we go, here we go. 60 outlaw.
Check.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Get it.
Now Miller throwing on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Miller now operating from the gun. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They'll run on first down. It's Grant. And he's got this down to the 35. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
218, chop.
Here's Grant. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here's Miller on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Miller throwing on 4th down. He's got it with the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
Go now. And two times. Two times. 4 down.
And to give this time to the tailback. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
6-6. Full time.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Down. 90 Wolf.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
Get it.
And they will run it with Michelle. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. 2nd and 2. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Hey.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd and 7, Watson, and he will find his man on the outside. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
I got you, pop. Hatchet. Showing it. First thing.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And he's got his target. That's more. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
2 seconds to go, first quarter. On 1st down, Grant, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
That's the way.
On 3rd down, Miller. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
And 10 at the 20-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the...
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. After the sack on 1st down, Watson, and he's got the hook up to Moore. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's go, deep, tighten up. Let's go, deep, tighten up. Down, turn up.
We own it. We own it.
Slam. Check 99.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Returnable for Grant. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there in the 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 26. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Stop me. Hey, it's our house. Watch the safety creep.
Now they'll run it on the toss. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
To throw on 3rd down, Miller. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punch coming in, I'd have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead of him. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
3 scores down, not even at halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now this throw caught left side. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. On 3rd down, Swift. Oh, what a juke into space. The 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 66 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. Now Miller on 1st and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Miller now. From the gun, he'll throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Got a It's complete. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Flush to his right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Watson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
That's going to be a long day. 6 guys. Check 6 hard.
On first down, it's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Check 31. Check 31. Alert flare. Alert flare. 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 Get him. Get him.
Here's Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 44. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Hey, box drop. Ready?
Here's Miller on first down. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Protein spill. 5.
Miller throwing on first down.
Sacked.
They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Miller. Open man. Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always want to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Right there, in the middle, go. You can't hang.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Watson off play action. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Alpha. Watch twins.
Throwing to start the drive. Miller, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And he fires one incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
61, matchbox lights. Switch.
And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th. Now Miller throwing on 4th down. Flushed out right. And that is going to be incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
I got motion.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game. Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complimentary?
Touchdown, Houston! A big play there. 69 yards. And the Texans cut into that lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The end result, 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw. Miller. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets by.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Ready? 50. Plant.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
It's just me and you.
Miller now from the gun on 3rd down. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Here's Miller on 1st and 10. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Miller eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken short. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. From the 44, Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jordan. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 37. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll run on first down. Swift. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
54, Mike, 54. Check, 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 check. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, 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 twist. Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4.
Now a first down throw, Watson. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. 3rd and 2, Watson. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Elliott good with a PAT, and that will get him one closer. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks.